Hey guys, that's the round over. Hope everyone did well. A lot of fantasy relevant guys went well this week, so there were some huge scores on the board. I'm just going to do a quick Sunday recap. I'm not going to go into too much depth, just talk about a couple of players from each team. Then I'll talk about how my team fared, early round 10 trade ideas, and then I'll go over some of the round 9 trading advice I gave and see how that performed after 1 week. Yeah, in the first game, Titans versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs pretty comfortable winners here. Titans looked into the game for about 15 minutes or so, but that was about it. Kiraz 102. Really, really good score for his owners. Obviously, scoring a hat trick, 14 tackle breaks, 230 metres. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, though, because he's probably confirmed he's going to play Origin now, at least game 1. That combination with Stephen Crichton and potentially Preston if he plays as well. It's just going to be too much for them to ignore, I'd say, especially with Lomax injured. So, yeah, I'd say he's a shoo-in for Origin. So if you've got him, just ride the wave. But if you haven't got him, I wouldn't be rushing to bring him in because it's a massive risk. Because I would 100% assume he's going to play Origin now. Preston with a 70, he was really good. He was on 77, then got sin-binned with like 4 minutes to go, which is a bit annoying. Reduced the score by 7, but not going to complain with a 7. Got a try assist. It was a really nice offload for his try assist. So yeah, he's not super involved in the attack apart from like down when they have 10 meters to go on their line, but he just picks up some really good score. He doesn't have like too many negatives in his game. And yeah, they look to him on the 4th, 5th option when they're on their line, which is good. But in general play, he doesn't have too much involvement in the attack, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, he's just so solid. He might play Origin as well, though. Who knows? Bo Fairmore, 2 tries, 68. Yeah, really good. He did have an error, which Preston was like tackled him, and it was just a clean drop, and Preston didn't get the turnover, which is weird. I have both of them in my team, so it could have turned into a positive play, but yeah, it was just weird he didn't get that, but that's fine. 68 is really good. I talked about Dylan Lucas being a better option than him long term, but obviously Fairmore had that low break even, so really happy with his score. He got a few tackle breaks towards the end of that second half, which was good. One of those tries was only 8 points, and then one of them was like 14 points, so yeah, decent score otherwise. He looks to be back in that second row because Jojo Fafita was out. And he still played in the second row, which is good. So hopefully his centre days are over for now. I think Desi's realised he's not a centre, which is good. And yeah, not too much other interest in this game. Max King, 37. Hopefully you don't have him because that price is going to be looking appealing coming into round 12, which is good because he'll have some really good buy cover. Brimson, 27. Yeah, he was one you could have sold this week. And that was about it. Not too much interest in that game. This was the battle of the big boys, Cleary and Haas. Both went huge. Of course, I captained May. I'll get into that later. But yeah, really good scores from both of them. I think like 92% of the top 1,000 captain May. So I'm assuming that those numbers are similar elsewhere. So yeah, just ride Cleary's points for the 2% of people that don't have him. So you got one up on them, I guess. So yeah, his effective ownership's probably slightly below 100% anyway. So yeah. Totally fine with him getting a 95. It doesn't affect our scores. My rank was going up even with him scoring well. So, yeah, you'll take a 95 from him. Haas, 88. Yeah, he's involved in everything. Again, no negatives. I'd love to know how many negatives he has across the whole season. I'd say it's less than 20. He's been crazy. He just doesn't miss anything. Jenkins, 70. I missed the second half of this game. Really good score, though. He scored back-to-back tries, 3 line breaks. Yeah. Casey McLean's not there this week and he gets his biggest score. I don't think that's going to be a coincidence. Garner must have passed to him a little bit more, as you can see with those 2 try assists. So, yeah, I said he was a sell. I stand by it. Wingers are up and down. Obviously, it's annoying if you sold him, but you got to live with the process and you can't be too results focused. So, yeah, really good score if you kept him. I know a lot of people would have got him out to get Toya's score. Isaiah Yo, 50. Yeah, a bit disappointing again. He's fine. He's playing 80 minutes still. That's totally fine. He'll get his bigger scores, but he's probably a sell in round 12 anyway for Origin. So if you want to sell him now, you can, because he's probably going to lose a little bit more money, but I'm just going to keep him. I've got more pressing issues at the moment. So, yeah, totally fine either way. that was about it. Nothing too much else of fantasy interest. It's mainly those big fellas up top. I know some people bought Xavier Willison in for a 20, which is really bad. He didn't play 80 again, which is disappointing after last week. I don't think Cobbo had a 55, but he's going to play Origin, so there wasn't too much fantasy interest there. Moving on to this one, what a win from the Raiders. They were down 12-0 early. KO Weeks, incredible. Off a Nicholson offload, I think. So, yeah, really, really strong win. They're just pulling out victories all over the place. Storm don't look themselves. Last couple of years, you would have backed them to win that all day. But, yeah, not to be this year. Eli Katoa, 72, really strong. Same as Tarpany. A bit annoying that Tarpany scoring well if you don't have him, because he's a good one for round 12 cover, but he's looking like he's going to be too expensive for that, so I'm just going to be leaving him. Nicholson has been awesome, still playing 80 even with Hosking back. 63, you'll take that all day. Not many negatives again, no missed tackles, one error, really good. KO Weeks, I think I talked about him as a bit of a flyer if you wanted to, or like one to watch in the future weeks. 58 is really solid for him. His price will get moving again. Tamale with a 52, really solid. He got that one try, obviously. But he's like taken 2 dummy half runs per game, like per set sometimes, which is awesome. He did like 3 back-to-back sets of 2 runs. So getting tackle breaks easily there. So I think, he's one you can probably keep to around 12 ideally. If he keeps pumping out these scores, absolutely. But he will have a few bad games in him. He's been on like 15, 20 towards the back end of games a couple of times and pumps them out with a late try or something. But he didn't have to rely on that yesterday, which was good. And 52, you'll take that all day. Jamal Fogarty, I talked about Hines being a better option than him, but it was close. And nothing wrong with bringing him in. 48's fine. It is what it is. His range is 45 to 60, so it was just the lower end of that spectrum against the Storm, and that's totally fine. Hughes, 46. About par for him this year. A little bit disappointing based on the last couple of years. But he looked to pick up another injury late in that game, so I don't know what's going on. I have so much interest in him, but I just don't know if I can do it because every game it seems like he's getting injured. The Horse, 43, picked up a concussion like 5 minutes left in the game, which is annoying since it went to Golden Point. But I don't know if it was a Cat 1 or Cat 2. I don't think I saw anything. I didn't hear anything in the game, and I don't think I have seen anything yet. So I'll wait and see. He's probably going to play Origin, but he's probably a wait and see till around 11-12 in case he's not in the team, and then you've just wasted 2 trades. But he's probably at this peak of his price anyway, like averaging 53. He's not. He probably is a fringe end of season guy, but he's not a must-have. So if you want to offload him this week, feel free. If you want to get like a Max King or something in for round 12 and 15 cover, or Adam Finn or Blake, but those guys should lose a bit of money in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be waiting for sure. That was about it. Cameron Munster, he's in my team. He's got to go. He's just rubbish this year. 31, won't cut the mustard, 6 missed tackles. Super disappointing. That's about it. I'll get into my team. A bit of a disappointing round. 1,047 on the surface sounds good, but it was just, there was some monster scores. I'm sure there was a few 1,200 pluses easily. Just every fantasy relevant guy went huge this week. It felt like at least like 80-90% of them. Just one of those rounds. I missed out on Dylan Egan's 79, Savala's 50, which isn't too bad, but at least I got Rob Toyer. Captain May, which is a bit annoying. That is 8 out of 9 weeks I've captained the worst option out of Haas, May, or Cleary, which is just unbelievable. And the only other week, it was round 7, I think. When I captained the second worst, the middle one, who got 86. So I was 13 points better. But every other week, it's been the worst one, which is so annoying. I'll just show a few examples here. So I just can't get that captaincy right. At least like the pack went with May this week. So, but I don't know. If I stay with the pack, if I go against the pack, I can't get it right either way. So I think I'm just going to stick in with May and hope for the best. But it's been disastrous this year. But what can you do? Really happy otherwise with my trades. I think moving forward, I'm in a strong position. I've got Hubner to Smith and Purdue to Clark, which is totally fine. Obviously, I would have liked to keep these guys, and I did not panic, but I did switch my trade plans from Walsh to Purdue for Aaron Clark, just in order to get Riley Smith's 54, and Egan got a 79 in the end. So lost out on a bit of money and 25 points doing that. But it is what it is. I'd probably be trading Purdue this week anyway, so I'm happy with the process, and that's just what you got to be when you're making trades or making decisions in fantasy. Don't focus on the results. Like, obviously, I lost 25 points, but like realistically, it was the right thing to do. Locking in a 54 when Dylan Egan had an injury history. So yeah, just remember to not focus on the actual results of each round and don't take recency bias into it. Just understand why you make each decision and you'll be fine from there on out. And yeah, I'm really happy I got Riley Smith and Aaron Clark in. So overall, I'm decently happy this round, even though it was a terrible round for my score. I think I'm in a really decent position moving forward. Mamazelis is injured. Corey Horsburgh has a concussion, so he might be out. Munster's got to go. Walsh has got to go. Isaiah can go potentially if he wants, if I need to. So heaps of decisions to do. I'm not in love with King Tonga as an option, sorry. I did talk about that. I think, his score leaves a lot to be desired. Not his score, but the way he came about that score. He got 47 with 2 try assists and a line break, which is awesome. He just not kicking. Meters gained was good, but 30 of those were from a line break. And the tackle count's not overly strong. So I think I will bring him in unless there's another enabler around that price point. But yeah, I'm never going to be playing him. He's going to be riding my 8th emergency all week, every week, sorry, just because, I don't not in love with how he's going to score, but he's so cheap that he'll enable me to do 2 other trades. So that'll probably be like a Walsh down to King Tonga, and then probably a Munster and a Mamazelis up to 2 keepers. I'll probably maybe bring a Drinkwater in. I'll see how my team set up in the winger, fullback and centres look when Garrett's back. I'll have a play around with that over the next couple of days. So I've obviously got Toya to come on and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe a Drinkwater. I think he's going to be really solid. Those kick meters were up really high this week, which is a really good sign. And he looked like their best playmaker for sure. So yeah, 270 kick meters compared to nothing over 120 previously. And he was kicking everywhere in his own half, on their own goal line. So yeah, I think that is going to be on the rise, and he'll probably get another 5 points or so from that. He's also goal kicking compared to last year where he wasn't, and he still averaged 50. So I think he's really solid. He's going to make a lot of money, so I need to see where he's going to be priced at. He's probably going to be he's probably going to be just up above 700k, which is a bit annoying, but I'm not too concerned about that. He looks to be a keeper now. If he's getting another 6 points from goal kicking and another 5 points from kicking in game, he could even average 60 for the year. So he's one I'll be considering. Just need to see if that layout works well. And then I'll probably look to get a mid just for that round 12, round 15 cover. If like the Max Kings, Fanua Blakes, Tarpany's, probably not Tarpany, I'm not interested in him, but yeah, if the Max Kings, Fanua Blakes, if their break-even's too high, I'll probably just get any other keeper, like even a Dylan Lucas or something, and then focus on getting those round 12 covers towards the end of towards round 11, round 12 for my Yos, Horsburghs and stuff like that, because I only need 2 mids, then I'm fully covered for that round 12, and I can do that at any stage. And yeah, so I think just focusing on getting 2 keepers in this week, and I'll see which 2 I like the best and which 2 positions I need, and then I'll go from there. Yeah, King Tonga is probably going to be the enabler there, and then we'll see how we go. But I'll obviously have videos out talking about my trade plans, like buys, holds, sells, like all that jazz during the week. We've got 4 days until round 10 kicks off as well, which is good. So hopefully pump out some videos every day, and then we'll go from there. But just a little bit of a recap. I just wrapped up that video and completely forgot I was talking about this as well. So I'm just recapping my round 9 trade advice. So I had 3 different videos, some trade targets, some sells or holds, and then I had another video during the round talking about how to get Rob Toya's score and like some trade out targets there. So I'll go all over that. So I put them all into tables just for ease. Green means they scored above. It was good advice. They scored well above what their break-even price at point is, and then red means wasn't good advice on the other end of the spectrum. So we'll start with I said there was only 2 cash cows. I said Savala was the better option than King Tongia, as he was a wait and see for a round. But Savala did really well. He got a 50. Going to make 70k or something this week, which is good. King Tongia, he'll make a decent amount. I think it's like 36k or something this round. So really good. If you got him in, a lot of people bought him in, which I was shocked at. This is the top 1,000, and 36.3% bought him in, which is didn't expect it to be that big, which is crazy. But he rewarded you guys if you did bring him in. Guys, I said with 10 plus points undervalued. Jerome Hughes, went 4 above where he was priced at this week, so nothing crazy. Riley Smith, I said he was probably a 35 plus scorer as his floor, and he went well above that, which is good. That's going to be one of his highest scores for a while, I'd say. So don't expect that every week, but really good if you did bring him in. And Kalen Ponga, I did talk about him. I said if you're sick of his 20s, just get rid of him. But if not, I think he's a good hold until round 12. And he got a 64. News came out during the week that after this video that he had a rib cartilage injury that he was carrying. So that kind of meant I said you can probably get rid of him if you want. Like, it's more reason to, obviously with that high break even. But at the time of the video, I said he was 10 plus points undervalued. So I left him in here just for that. But later on, I have it as red for something else. Then non-origin undervalued or true valued keepers. All of these guys went really well. Not just on this list, just in general, like even drink water, stuff like that. Like, so many guys. Karaz, pretty much everyone that I didn't have went well. Dylan Lucas with a 63, that's good. 10 plus points above where he's priced at. Jamal Fogarty and Nico Hines, pretty much where they are. 7 under and 5 over for Nico Hines. So close enough that I just left him white. Fletcher Sharp, hat-trick on his birthday, which is awesome, if you have him. So 76 was really good. Furmore 68 and Preston 70. I did have them red, marked them as red in the original video, to say that they're potential origin guys. Furmore probably more likely, and the way he's playing at the moment, he's maybe closer to a 75% chance of making it at the moment, but you just never know. Preston's probably like a 50-50, but who knows? Hopefully they don't play origin, but you're just going to be cautious of that if you bring them in. I said Hines was a better option than Fogarty. I said Lucas was a better option than Furmore this week, due to a few factors like origin and stuff. High risk, high rewards. They actually did really well this week. Brayley was the only red one, and I did say it's only risk him if he's named the starting side an hour before kickoff, and he wasn't, so he was an easy avoid anyway. Only played 30 minutes for 19. Hopefully you didn't get him. I can't imagine why he would have when he was named on the bench still. Kalen Ponga, already talked about him. He did really well. 23 points above where he's priced at. Ben Hunt, he did well. He got 15 above, but I didn't say bring him in this week. I said wait and see if Adam Reynolds gets injured or something. So not going to take too much credit for that. He was more one to watch over the next couple of weeks. He did well this week, which is good. I don't think anyone would have got him or anything. Jaden Sullivan, really happy with the 40. He's one I might consider bringing in this week instead of a King Tongia, just as a flyer, but I don't think I can do it to myself. But he was really good. He kicked 350 metres or something, maybe 400 with Lewis Dodd in the side. Really strong. I think he'll stay in the team with Humphreys back, but obviously Humphreys will dominate that kicking. But he should be back this week anyway. But it's interesting, Lewis Dodd might go to hooker with Numbers Ellis out now, or even Humphreys to hooker. So really one to watch in that space. But I think Jaden Sullivan's spot secure now anyway. And if you got him, I can't imagine you did, but you did well. Dane Gagai, I talked about, he's had a couple of years of 50-plus scores in him, and we'll probably get back to that with the Knights' soft schedule and them can't possibly play this bad every week. And yeah, he got a 52, which is awesome. Luai got a 32, nothing crazy there. Pretty much where he's priced at, so not great. And Aaron Clark, I talked about him being one you should only get if he fits your team needs, and he really fit my team needs. So I got him in, and he did really well, which is good. But yeah, if you didn't get him, don't stress too much. He's probably not worth it now that he's another 55k more expensive. So yeah, I wouldn't bother with him now. It was now or never last week, and if you didn't get him, don't be concerned. You probably missed out on 5 to 10 points value, but you'll get that from other players as well. So yeah, don't stress too much. It's just what happens. There was a really, really, really strong round. 1,087 was the average score, which is crazy. Don't be too stressed if you didn't hit that, as long as you got 1,000 plus or close to. It was going to be a very volatile round. If you traded out Toya, if you didn't have Kiraz, if you had Sam Smith, there's so many big scores and then a couple of really small ones, or someone going huge that was the number one trade out. 38% of the top 1,000 traded them out. So yeah, don't be too concerned. It was a very volatile round. Just hopefully your trades worked out well and you're in a good spot for next week. But yeah, that's all. I'll have more videos out during the week, and I'll see you later.